Yahoo! Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys here. Today we are finally continuing the Wuthering Wave story. I know that it has been like 2 weeks since I played. I meant to play last week, but unfortunately I was losing my voice at that time, so I had to postpone it. But I'm finally getting back around to doing it. So yippee. We're going to be finishing the Phrolova quest and starting the next one if we have time, which we probably will. Because I don't think we have like too much left. It just we were short on time last time, so I couldn't finish it all in one go. So yeah, now let's go ahead and get right into it. Ikuzo! Hello, ma'am. Oh, hello, Mira. Apparently, Mira thought I was talking to her. So, are you one of Fenrico's acolytes? I mean, obviously she is, but definitely an odd place. What is with that line over there? I guess we're probably gonna find out. Yeah, are you one of Fenrico's acolytes? I don't think I want to. Hello! Welcome to the stream, glad to have you here. Oh, my chat's pulled up. 1 second. There we go. How's it going? It's going well. Thank you for asking. We just got started with the stream, so we're going to be continuing the story quest from last time. And hopefully make a ton of progress. And, you know, not have a cat block my screen. Amira, can you move? Guys, literally before stream, Amira was napping across the room, but she suddenly decided that she wants to block my screen. I'm going back to the cat tree. Oh well. We'll just have to deal with a very clingy cat. Complete the ceremony? Is that what this line is about? Well, let's see. You have a lot of story to do? Yeah, I'm still catching up on many months worth of story because I wasn't able to play for a long time. These acolytes seem more fervent than the last group. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hopefully having a cat in front of my keyboard won't mess with anything. Oh. Press Q with your palms together to pray. I think I may have prayed a tiny bit too early. Press E to kneel on one knee and pray. What is happening? Press R to raise your hands to pray. Alright. This is weird. What happens if I fail? Like, what if I press the wrong key accidentally? Oh, there's a person behind me. Hello. Oh, hello. Okay. So I'm actively being watched. That's fine. This is very strange. I'm like getting ahead of that little spotlight. Okay, what are we doing here? And I'm still being watched, okay. So I'm guessing next we have to put our arms in the air. Yep, okay. Now how long will this continue? How long do I have to try not to mess up? Or is that just it? Okay, looks like that was just it. What the heck? This is so weird. I don't know if those meows in the background are picking up or not, but there's a cat outside my door. I can't let him in though since I already have a cat on my arm. I was gonna say we probably shouldn't touch that, but okay. And we're gone. I don't know what I expected, but evidently I didn't expect us to just disappear like that. What the heck? I am sure Phrolova's fine. Oh. Yeah, I probably should have used Phrolova's thing. Damn it. Oh, there we go. We should be fine now. I mean, I will once these stay up. There we go. This place is so ominous looking. Alright, it's time to touch the red gates. And probably be thrown like immediately to combat, or not. Alright, time for the orchestration altar. And then I guess we'll have to see what kind of chaos happens immediately afterwards.
他の手がかりを探してみる。調律はあんたに任せたよ。その方が早いでしょ。
分かったわ。
Alright, let's go ahead and check everything. The divinity is gone with the blessed maiden. Renasita must have its divinity. This is my chance. I will sit on that chair. I will console the flocks. I will deliver the divinity's oracle, as it should have been my right. The divinity must be whole. No matter where the divine power scatters, I shall lead it back. I'll pursue their enemies until every last fragment of the divine power is reclaimed to the paradise, where the consciousness of people shall dwell securely. When the divinity returns, it shall be the day we walk toward unity and light once more.
ちょうどいいタイミングね。
急ぐ必要はないよ。さっき何か出てきた。
Okay, we have an acolyte's diary from the Avenolium Theological Seminary. Fenrico's devotion, wisdom, and determination are sufficient for him to become a second significant priest in Avenolium. Unfortunately, compared to the other one, he seems to lack spiritual insights and flexibility. Possible. Impossible. So long as I study hard and practice what we preach, I will stand before the divinity someday. It is not right to take the sacred codex... Wait, I read that wrong. It is not right to take the sacred codex in its most literal form and apply these truths to every aspect of society. These teachings are the only authoritative truth. Oh my god, Amir, I can't see. Cat blocking my screen. There we go. I must still be lacking in full comprehension, but once my understanding is clear enough to uphold these truths, they will surely understand. They will surely see me. Okay, it looks like we have something up here. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. Sure, we already read what we needed to, but, you know, I want to read everything else. The History of Renasita, Excerpt 3. On the same fateful day, both leaders of the Order, Napoleon I and Napoleon II, received divine revelations. After deliberation, they agreed that Napoleon II would embark on a pilgrimage befitting the revelations, while Napoleon I would remain behind to lead the faithful. In the third year of Napoleon II's departure, Napoleon I suddenly fell ill and died, leaving the Order leaderless. When the Visalia family caught wind, a war over authority to interpret the faith was inevitable. Many believed this conflict would continue indefinitely, but a dark tide broke the stalemate. Inexorable in advance, the dark tide indiscriminately overran the homes of all the Renascitans. The tacit discords which surged from the tides were so relentless that both warring sides found themselves exhausted and forced into retreat. As each side prepared for a desperate final battle, Napoleon II returned from his pilgrimage with a sacred lantern-shaped relic which a flood of divine envoys emerged, turning the tide of battle. Following this event, Napoleon II's prestige soared. Recognizing that their situation was untenable, the Visalia family initiated peace talks with the Order. The precise details of the negotiation have been lost to time, as only a handful were present when Napoleon II entered the gate of the Visalia castle, bearing a tightly bound sword. Following these talks, Napoleon II's coronation as Primus proceeded without opposition, and governance of Ragusa transitioned to the Order of the Deep. Alright, now let's go ahead and continue. Oh, I have a lot to read again. Okay. Why do I forget? Is it the erosion of time or some deeper failing? I must inscribe these secrets. I must remember. The dark tide descending from the sky is the divine ordeal. It is born from the shadows of our hearts, twisting faith to fuel its unjust force of destruction. This unfathomable darkness has long shackled the Regenesi's subconscious mind, blinding them to the true righteous path. On this journey of survival, the weight of the martyr sacrifices have become unbearable. People cannot perceive what lies beyond their own consciousness. Yet I, who have completed the truth, must use external force to restore the Regenesi to their true and complete selves. From among the faithful, a powerful harbinger shall arise, bring both life and annihilation of the dark tide in this world. I cannot read, guys. Only by striking down this harbinger, by descending into the depths of darkness and using their power to merge all the trapped souls into my own body, can I lead them all away from the dark tide. The safe, undisturbed, lost beyond shall be your new sanctuary. There, these souls shall find rest. When tens of thousands of restored spirits unite as one to form a fortress of unshaken faith, believing together that it shall not come, then it will cease to exist. Unity is our sole deliverance from the divine ordeal. Should the path falter, remember, the lantern endures. It will guide you to the true light.
Tsunagi wa sadameraれし天才を乗り越える唯一の術。フェンリコがラグーナ人の分岐を強引に阻止しようとする本当の理由はこれなのか。闇はラグーナ人の無意識を監禁している。でも大公社を倒して闇の淵に踏み込み、囚われた意識を解放して黒潮に抗おうと。フェンリコが宝石と冥府を欲しがる理由は、それらをラグーナ人の無意識の器にして黒潮の侵食に抵抗しようとしているから。前に見た自祭たちは実験が失敗したせいで生まれた殉教者だったと。これは本当に自分一人で考え出した解決策なの？
I don't think so. I think he definitely was influenced by someone.
人々の意識を完全に解放して安寧の地に保存を。
I feel like this kind of thing would be like extremely hard to come up with on your own. Like actually execute, I guess.
これまでに得た情報、筆跡は同じだけど観点は異なっていた。録音でもフェンリコは手下に矛盾した命令を出していた。ただ彼は優柔不断に見えない。それに異常に気づいていたフェンリコはメモやランタンを使って自分に注意を促している。この背後には何かしらに干渉を受けている可能性も。もしそうだとしたら彼が選んだ救済の道にも問題があるはず。強力な大公社はいずれ信奉者の中から現れ、黒潮の中に潜む生命と破滅をこの世にもたらすだろう。この大公社とは一体誰を指しているのか。
わからない。そもそも私は気にならないわ。
I mean, at least she's not trying to hide the fact she doesn't care.
行こう。下に出口があるかもしれない。
終点に至るプレリュード。
Yeah, I kind of figured we were about to go into combat. It's fine. Alright, more combat.
ただ落ち続けて。また美しい
God, her stuff is so convenient. Oh, never mind. That combat definitely wasn't over. The heck?
忌々しい悪夢。いつまで安らかな眠りを妨げるの。
What is happening?
泣き叫ぶわらべはもう立ち止まらない。そして手を伸ばし深い露を摘み取る。
フローバがいない。彼女は転送中に私を置いていったのか。それとも考えても仕方ない。 こちらから探してみよう。あれは教団の音階。何かを探しているようだ。
Well, let's just go defeat them and I guess explore.
もしかするとここはフローバが言っていた喪失の冥府なのかもしれない。さっき彼女がポータルを開いた理由は教団の侵入を感じ取ったから。あいつらが宝石を見つける前に対処しておこう。任せて。行こう。リナシータとは思えない。前に人が住んでいたように。
Hello, everyone. I mean, obviously, we're not talking to living people, but hello.
って本当？どれくらいかかるのかしら。
どうだろうね。
準備さえちゃんとしておけば特に問題はないはずだ。
おお、フローバー、やっと来たか。
忘れ物はない？
That outfit looks so cute.
ほら、みんなにもらったバイオリンは持ったな。
I would actually love if they had that as a skin, but I don't think that ever happened. It looks so cute.
僕たちの曲をもっと大きな舞台で轟かせてほしい。どんな反応が返ってくるか楽しみにしてるよ。
私が戻ったら最後のリハーサルをしましょう。フローバーお姉ちゃん、美味しいもの持ってきたよ。途中で食べてね。スカートにこぼしちゃダメだよ。コンサートは綺麗な格好でいなくちゃ。ええ、わかったわ。今日のあなたは本当に美しい。記念に贈り物を渡せたらきっと素敵だったわね。
You know, as nice as it is to see how much everyone likes her, we also have to like remember that no one here is really alive anymore. So that's kind of just tragic.
メリッサ、こんなに綺麗なスカートを用意してくれただけで十分よ。
I mean, at least we get to see like some bits of her past, but watching this is just really tragic because we know that everyone's already dead.
そのスカート、実はあなたのお母さんが用意してくれたの。彼女はコンサートに反対してるわけじゃないわ。ただちょっとムキになってるだけよ。だって着いたらすぐに連絡して。お母さんを心配させないようにね。ええ、みんなの分の完成も必ず持ち帰る。お母さんには戻ったらしっかり謝るわ。でも今はリーアおばあさん、行きましょう。
フローバはコンサートに行くの？
あなたは誰？
宝石を探しに来た。
何の宝石？
宝石と聞いて何か心当たりは？
そうね、特にないわ。聞く相手を間違えてないかしら。
You know, I can't imagine Phrolova is a common name, so I feel like having the wrong person would be extremely difficult here.
初めて会った。
さあ、急がないと大変だわ。
ここの人々は宝石について知らないようだ。別の場所を探してみよう。
Alright, so let's go ahead and... What are you doing? I got so distracted because of movements. Dude, just having a good time, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. This tour led me to a friend. She understood the true emotions woven into my music, and before I knew it, I was sharing stories of my homeland. I told a stranger everything without restraint, and somehow I felt lighter. She listened as though she truly understood. What experiences allowed her to understand such despair? I have to see her again at the next concert. I want to know more about her story and what she meant by starting over. Tricktown, she didn't come. Pyero, she didn't come. Menon, she didn't come. Scob, she didn't come. Dolores, she didn't come. Kenzart, she didn't come. Core, she didn't come. She will never come. Okay. Jesus. I prayed to the divinities that they would come and restore everything. Failed. Saw experiments on rebirth and immortality. Failed. Research for life and the waveform phenomenon. Failed. 47 failed. 84 failed. 126 failed. 132 failed. 189 failed. God, she failed a lot. Jesus. Why? Why did I fail again? I saw Triss again. I now have a direction, a new anchor. Maintaining this balance of using each other is the best outcome.
様々な試みが記録されている。先ほどフローバが残した研究記録と照らし合わせてみよう。ここはもしかしてフローバの家なのか？
I mean, this is a nice little home.
コンサートで出会った理解者は彼女にとって大切な人
You know, I get the
なの。
feeling, everyone knows who this friend is.
でも新たな糸口とは、お互いとは誰のことを指して。
Really wonder who that friend is. Totally isn't us, right, guys?
誰にも邪魔させない。
Okay.
最後のカデンツァを。
フローバー、彼女の声は聞こえてくるのに、どうして会話ができないんだろう。おかしい。
It's fine, we just have to keep searching, we'll eventually find her.
これ以上の手がかりはなさそうだ。別の場所も探してみよう。
Alright, so we have a little bit of combat, but that's fine. Or, I guess not combat? Okay.
さっきの人たちはどこへ？
I fully expect to get attacked, but
家
okay.
に逃げ込めたならいいけど。
Why are we not getting attacked?
何か忘れ物？
早く早く行くんだ。ここは飲み込まれる。
Cast a discourse that they can talk, but don't attack humans?
私たちはもう逃げられない。やめて。
What are you talking about? What are you running from?
一緒に練習演奏おいしい。
この残像たちの言葉はさっきの人たちと同じような内容だ。
Because it's supposed to be them.
まさか
Yeah.
この残像はあの人たちなの？ありえない。どうしてこんなことができるの？さっきまで全く気づかなかった。待って、フローバは前に人と残像の間に境界線はなく、周波数は融合する可能性があると言っていた。融合、そっか。彼女は宝石を使い、残像の殻と人々の意識を一つにして蘇らせようとしているの。
Yeah, but clearly that's not going well.
彼女の叶わぬ執
And like I said last stream, I really don't think that everyone that was alive hundreds of years ago would want to be brought back like this.
なんて突拍子もない発想。
Yeah, it kind of is insane.
この人
I mean, sure, she misses them, but
残された
I
人々は
don't think she should bring them back like
完全に元に
this.
戻っていないようだ。
Alright, let's continue exploring.
あなたはどうして一人なの？
Phrolova?
なぜ哀れな幻想にすがり死せる者たちに勢力を費やすの？この世界のあらゆる命はすでに死んでいる。でもまだ取り返しはつく。私は諦めない。どうして見つからないの？あなたは見なかった？
I found what? The gem? No.
私の
Your violin.
バイオリン。
Nope, I haven't seen your violin anywhere.
私の理想。私の中
Oh, 'cause the violin itself is the gem. Alright.
私にとって一番大事な宝石。なくしてはいけない宝物。どこに行ったの？きっと私を待っているはず。
The most treasured gem?
バイオリンを見つけるまで私は
It's fine, we'll find it. Everything will be fine. Looks like this place isn't entirely under her control. Could that violin be a sign she left behind? Yes. So let's go find it.
行こう。
Why is the violin in the water? I mean, at least we found it, but why is it in the water of all places? Oh, okay.
Phrolova、この町で行う初公演だ。本当に喪服でレクイエムを披露するつもりなのか？
ええ、そうよ。このメロディーを土地の深い場所まで届けたいの。そうすればみんなが私に気づいてくれる。
はあ、分かったよ。君の決断を尊重しよう。もうすぐ時間だ。楽団に知らせてきてくれ。
That's cool. The place itself looks really nice, but watching everything pop out of that door is pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and enter. And of course, we're stuck seeing Christopher again.
またあなたの物語に登場したようね。彼女に隠れて現実を書き換え、体内に残された名式の力を物語の繰り返しで蘇らせるなんて不可能よ。
少なくとも今回は融合後の彼女の力と安定性について検証できました。私たちの実験サンプルにとってこれは非常に価値があります。この物語を続ければカルテジアの不安定な面を増幅させ、最終的に彼女を名式に落とせる可能性が高まっていくでしょう。
How about no? Maybe don't do that? Maybe, you know, leave everyone alone?
伯爵はしつこく追いかけてくる。それでもあなたは組織長が望む結果を可能性という曖昧な言葉にかけるつもり？
本当に君は海の底に眠る冥府を完成させたくて仕方ないようですね。
セブンヒルズのシナリオを少しだけ早めることであなたの元の計画をおとりに真の狙いを隠すのはどう？共鳴者の二次共鳴や神と融合する試みは結局のところ個体による影響が大きい。それなら広い対象にかけた方がいいわ。
心配はいりません。君と組織長の約束は私も把握しています。君の行動は私たちの到達点にとっても好都合です。ただ名式の残りの力だけはしっかりと手中に収めておかなければなりません。
I did not read that. I think there was text on the screen, but I also glanced away briefly because of a cat. I really love how this looks. Yeah, let's go ahead and enter it and see what's gonna happen next. Hello, Fenrico. What are the children up to? They're just being clingy. I mostly looked away because of Amir like shifting because she's currently laying on my arm. Thankfully, it's my left arm so I can just keep on the keyboard, but yeah, she's laying on my arm again. Also, hi Noya, welcome to the stream.
神が不在のままでは喪失の冥府はあるべき姿になれないわ。
You guys might get lucky and hear Amira meowing later. Probably like as soon as she wakes up from napping.
神の分断に向けて我々は民の信仰を強化してその準備を整えなければならない。ここまで君に協力してきたのだから。
God, I hate this guy. Fenrico, can you like go away already?
フェンリコシュザ？自分の欲を抑える必要はない。あなたはこの偉大な創造の中ですでに多くのものを得ているはずよ。でも聞くだけならいいわ。あなたが求める報酬を。
Fenrico hands you the guest list for something. I couldn't finish reading.
来るべき仮説とともに
Oh, bye, Amira.
来客による混乱も増す。
She woke up and abandoned me.
これではラグーナの安定が崩れかねない。
わかった。手伝うわ。
君も混乱を招く来客たちを容認できないと？
いいえ。ただ新たな変数を見つけただけ。もちろん悪いことばかりじゃない。私の知る限り、あの人ほど神々の分断を望んでいる人はいないはずよ。彼女こそ新世界の扉を開く最後のカデンツァになるかもしれない。
Alright, then we're back here. I seriously love watching everything pop out of the doorways. It looks so cool. And it looks like we might have one more door after this. Hi, Scar. Long time no see, I guess. I'm gonna guess he did kind of appear briefly before, I think. But still, long time no see, Scar.
弱すぎる叫びに神の目は向いてくれない。戦場をさまようあまたの亡霊が耳元で弔いの鐘を鳴らし続ければ安眠を保てないでしょ。神が目を覚ますのは時間の問題。
おや、あの人が登場したようだ。
Hello, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome to stream, glad to have you here.
そう。
彼女は今、雲稜谷にいる。見に行ってみるか？
I'm not gonna lie, because Scar like very rarely shows up, I keep forgetting about him. I know that probably anger a bunch of his fans, but I keep forgetting about him because he's not in the story enough.
遠慮しておくわ。現れたばかりの彼女ではまだ私の役に立たない。私はここに残って
人々のささやきを聞くことにする。
ここの残響の周波数を残像の体内に融合させるのか。レビアタンの力なしで。
簡単な調律なら私一人で十分。レビアタンの力は先のために残しておくの。
わかった。じゃあ俺はあの大物がどんな波紋を起こせるのか見に行くとしよう。
あの人を甘く見ないで。過剰なアドリブは曲のバランスを崩してしまう。それとあなたは別の任務を任されているでしょ。私たちの目的は今週の奥深くにもあることを忘れない。
Alright, and it looks like we don't actually have another door. We're just starting the performance. I know this place isn't like... It isn't very big, but it looks so nice. Obviously, we're never going to see it again, but I kind of enjoyed going through there. Oh, we have the dark colors again. I mean, she's giving her performance in her morning clothes. Oh my god, that looks so cool. God, I love how this entire place looks. Alright, it's time for the performance. Okay, so I guess we're just seeing how everyone died. Judging from that falling. So everyone died the day that she got back? That's crazy. Rest in pieces. Okay then. I don't know if I should question what's happening to her or not, because I don't know if there's a proper explanation. Yeah, but these people kind of died a very long time ago. We're seeing more and more of her past. God, that's so tragic. I'm sure she was so excited to go home and tell everyone about her performance, just for them to immediately die. While I feel bad for her for, you know, losing everyone like that, I still don't agree with the way that she's trying to bring them back. Like, yes, I understand missing them, but this still isn't the right way to go about it. God, I'm so obsessed with this scene though. It looks so cool. Yeah, seriously, talk about a breathtaking performance. And we're just sitting in the audience, not even clapping. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to this person. Hello.
フローバさん、あなたが指揮する楽曲の裏にはどんな物語があるんですか?
The story behind that piece is her family's dead. That's it.
私たちは最近放送禁止になった曲をいくつか発見しました。それらはいずれもあなたと同じ。
Like I said earlier, I really don't think the name Phrolova is very common.
その曲の裏には多くの奇妙な噂があるそうです。端的に言えば、それらがあまりにもネガティブで苦しんでいる人々を魅了し、破滅へ向かわせる邪悪な音楽だとされ、歴史から抹消されたといった内容の。この音楽家とあなたの間には何か関係がありますか?
More than being related to her, it kind of is her.
面白そうね。
Okay.
私とは無縁の話。
Just pretending she doesn't know anything about it, I guess. Alright. Hello, ma'am.
フローバさん、本当に素晴らしかったです。優美で軽やか、それでいて躍動感がありました。自然と心が踊る完璧な指揮です。このコンサートに来て本当に良かったです。私はもうすっかりフローバさんの大ファンになりました。
ありがとう。
Alright. And now for her to go talk to us. And for some reason, we're still just sitting there.
あなた、さっき拍手をしなかったでしょう。
Yeah, I guess it is kind of rude to not clap after a performance, but oh well. A silent morning's more suitable, yeah, I guess. Considering the reason behind her performance. I guess we're just really good at understanding music.
悲しみの理由は?
そうね。生命の脆さ、人生の過酷さかしら。
そんな漠然とした感情ではないはず。
I mean, I feel like it'd be a bit much to just like go to a stranger and say, yeah, I performed this because my entire family died.
どうしてそう思うの?
Hi Shad, welcome to the stream.
他にはない生々しさがあった。
Well, yeah, I came from the very real deaths of everyone she knew.
このコンサートホールの歴史は知っている? ここは遺跡の上に再建されたの。
Does therapy even exist in this world? I don't think so. Because there's kind of a lot of people that would seriously benefit from it. Especially her. Charles Doe considering all distraught? Yeah.
そう。ここには昔、目立たない小さな町があった。歴史の人々は懸命に生きていたにもかかわらず。
I haven't played Wuthering, but I played Genshin Tower Fantasy. Nice. You should definitely check out Wuthering Waves. It's so good.
この小さな町は
The story is amazing, the visuals are amazing, and the characters are amazing.
あっという間に消え去ってしまった。
I highly recommend, anyone who has a storage space, definitely check out the game. You will not regret it. We need a therapy character who helps with better coping mechanisms. Yeah, we do. Because, like, half the characters in this game are struggling.
まるで花の朝露のようね。
I feel like Phrolova is one of the characters that needs therapy the most, because she's kind of carried the burden of, you know, everyone's deaths for however many centuries. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm playing Ruin's Meat a lot. Nice.
そして私たちの足元にある土地は完全な廃墟と化し、かつての完成は失われた。ため息もうめき声も天まで届く悲鳴さえも途絶え、世界は終わりを迎える。それは予想していた爆発音よりもずっと軽い音だったわ。
This is so random, but I'm still so obsessed with Phrolova's design. I have to like keep missing out on her when her banner is here. Because when I was finally able to start playing again, it was within like the last few days of her rerun. So I'm gonna have to wait for her next rerun to be able to pull for her again. It's okay though, I'll get her eventually.
でもそんな世界になぜか一人だけ。
Yeah, I wonder who that one person was. Totally not staring at them right now.
彼女は廃墟の中で生存者を探したけれど一人も見つけられなかった。いくら廃墟を歩き回ったところであの死に満ちた地獄から抜け出せなかった。この生存者は死んだ人よりも大きな苦痛を味わったと思う。
I mean, considering this lone survivor has been hearing the whispers of the dead for centuries, I think she probably suffered a bit more. And it's actually crazy that she's even somewhat sane currently.
そうかもしれないね。
We don't even know how old she is exactly. We just know that she's like several centuries old.
この曲の原型よ。私は生存者が背負った思いを音楽にして代わりに伝えているだけ。今でも覚えているわ。彼女が言っていた言葉を。なぜ私たちの世界はこうなってしまったの？
This pain might be the seed of a new hope.
どういう意味？
もしこの世界が本当に変えられないのであれば、新たな道を探すべきかもしれない。たとえそれが家庭をひっくり返すものだとしても、私が私自身を変えたように。
Okay, but to be fair, not everyone is gonna be able to like change themselves the same way as Rover. Rover is a very unique case. I don't think just anyone can like totally wipe their memories frequently.
自分を変えた。具体的に説明してもらえるかしら。
I started over. Yeah, but that's kind of happened many times now. And I don't think that's possible for like the majority of the world. Or not in the same way as Rover, at least. They can still get a fresh shirt, just not as fresh as Rover. Again, Rover is a very unique case. I'm lucky I heard such a good piece of music. Yeah, that was definitely a very nice performance. Rover special, you mean? In a way, yeah. Rover is definitely special. I can't go too much into it since you haven't played, but yeah, Rover is special. When this piece is truly complete, I'll come back. And we never came back. Despite all these years, we never came back. Yes, no matter where I am, I'll return. Every promise matters. Once I make one, I'll see it through, no matter the cost. I mean, I guess that promise is still kind of fulfilled. Just, we're not the same Rover that Phrolova used to know. I don't know if it counts because, you know, we don't have the same memories anymore, but I mean, we still came back, kind of. Yes, the friend she mentioned, it was you. Because when is it not? I mean, you are extremely old, Rover. There's a high chance that you know pretty much everyone. Okay, but you read what she wrote. She met a friend, she shared her life story, and that friend never showed up again. Alright, so let's go ahead and see Phrolova, and I think her name was Triss. Especially because they're on the stage right now, it just feels like we're watching a sad little play. I only say sad because we already know that Triss isn't alive. And she's gone. Okay, bye Triss. Or fake Triss. Because the real one is long gone. Well, there we go. God, this art is so pretty. Oh my god. I can't get over like all the visuals in this game. Everything always looks so nice. That's tragic. Hold on. Wasn't her tassel mark in a completely different spot than right here? Like, wasn't it a bit lower in her arm? And suddenly it's not there anymore. I mean, we did kind of see the paper filled with the word failure earlier.
そしてまたしようテリスが私の前に姿を現すまで。
彼女を再現できる時間はとても短い。お前がやり直しの方法を探していることは知っている。
I don't like this guy.
ならばその力を生かして生き抜け。
I mean, he's clearly using her grief against her. You know, trying to make her like take part in whatever his plan is.
少しでも長く。
So he's the one that gave her the idea to bring them back in that state. God, I don't like this dude.
その次の日も永遠のリーヤが再び車を出してお前とコンサートホールに向かう日が来るまでアイスキロスとリハーサルができるようになるまで。そしてお前が母親に言えなかった謝罪の言葉を口にできる日が来るまで。
To be fair, she did plan to apologize to her mother when she got back. It's just, you know, everyone dying kind of got in the way of that.
こんな哀れな文明にも成長の可能性は残されている。お前はいつか全人類に生まれ変わる希望をもたらすだろう。先は長い。茨の道であれ。真理を求める過程には苦痛がつきもの。
Sorry, 1 second. Rico wants out. He started like scratching at stuff because he wants out. Alright, I'm back. Hello. Release the baby. It's okay, he's free now. He's gonna be meowing at the door again like 5 minutes, but he has to stay out till stream is over because I can't be letting him in and out every 5 minutes. I do not like this guy.
私たちは一つの理想によってつながれている。
It looks like we have the moment where she joined the Fractitus. And, you know, join the side of evil. Endless years, yeah, it kind of has been a few centuries.
どんなに些細な出来事も利用してあの光景を再現するわ。
ようこそフラクトシデスへ。
At least we don't have to look at his face anymore. But I mean, we got to learn a little bit more about her backstory.
思った以上に鋭いわ。
メロディーが変われば物事も変わる。それはあんたから教わったこと。
And now we have the current Phrolova.
本当にいろいろな意味で手が焼ける聞き手ね。
You're fully recovered, aren't you? That was kind of the only reason we were traveling together, because she was, you know, pretty badly injured.
さらに一人で冥府の扉を開ける過程で気づいた。あんたの体は冥府と同調してるみたいね。
だとしても剣を交えるのは後回しよ。宝石はもう冥府にない。
I mean, yeah, we do kind of need to get the gem away from him, but I also don't think it should go back to her. After you just tried to trap me? Yeah, exactly.
私の変装はうまくいか
We technically have no reason to keep working with her since she just tried to trap us.
あなた次第よ
And we already know what she's plotting. Well, looks like we're letting it happen anyway.
あの曲を私は本当に聞いたことがあるの。
She didn't even answer us. Oh, there we go.
どうであろうと何も変わらないわ あれは急いで
私は先頭に立つ
Hi, Fenrico.
神の重木となる
Okay, looks like it's finally time for some combat. Hopefully, I won't struggle too much. I can't speak. Oh my god. Oh, good catch.
迎え入れラグーナに
Fenrico, you good? Did you guys see what was like going on with his face?
フェンリコが黒潮の造物まで召喚してくるとは。強力な代行者もいずれ信奉者の中から現れ、黒潮の中に潜む生命と破滅をこの世にもたらすだろう。彼が代行者。
Right, it's time to head up. God, her ability is seriously so convenient. It looks like it is potentially time for me to struggle.
宝石の力が強くなっている
救済証拠つなぎが導く対の道
Okay then. Holy Summon, Retribution 1. Fenrico may cast Holy Summon to summon Divine Envoys at his command and start channeling Retribution. When Fenrico casts Holy Summon, Phrolova will charge up to counter the incoming Retribution. Defeating the Divine Envoys ensures that Frolova's charge up remains uninterrupted and allows her to generate a remnant field that defends resonators inside the Retribution. Inside against the Retribution. After Retribution ends, Phrolova will counter Fenrico, lowering his vibration strength. If the remnant field could not be generated, Retribution may deal massive amounts of damage to any active resonator. Okay.
生命のシンフォニー 泣き叫び笑いなさいただ落ち続けて心だけは
Whoops. Press the wrong key. Oh well. Okay, so we can't use her convenient ability here, so we actually have to defeat these guys properly. It's fine.
風が今波となる。はっはっ。いや荒波を押し戻せ。
I mean, Phrolova has taken some damage, but it's okay.
生と死の狭間にする
風が運ぶ息吹を迷いし者をまとえ
Alright, back to attacking Fenrico. I feel like that broke a lot faster than expected. Alright, looks like it's time to get in the field again after, of course, defeating enemies. On the bright side, he's already almost defeated. So this battle is going a lot better than expected. Although I feel like it's a bit too easy, all things considered. Like, I definitely expected it to be more difficult than this. Unless there's like another phase of it. Yuck. Fenrico, I think you might want to get your skin treated. It's not looking very good.
ざれ言だ。私なら抗える。その傀儡になどなるものか。
Okay, good to know that there probably is gonna be more to this, because that bit of fighting just then was pretty easy. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh. Okay. What is happening?
そうか。歴代の教えを。私は不義を犯したのならば、さらなる悪を積み上げるしかない。いや、たとえ形が滅びようとも、希望と救済を残すことはできる。貴人よ、どうかリナシータの魂を天国から救い出してくれ。
Is that it? I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but okay. Oh yeah, we kind of do need to keep the gem away from her.
私は長年にわたって苦しみを乗り越えてきた。何を根拠にそう判断したの？
Phrolova, again, I get missing everyone that died, but maybe just let the dead rest in peace. And stop trying to bring them back like this.
その道はもう行き止まり。
道なら数えきれないほどある。どれか一つは
Or you can just learn to move on. I feel like that'd be much healthier.
間違っていたとしても、私はやり直しを恐れない。これまでがそうだったように。
そもそも不可能な目標に向かって歩いてどうする？
いえ、可能よ。
I saw them in the beyond.
衰い続ける残響は真の生命にはなれない。彼らの周波数は何千年、いや何万年の。
Yeah, so maybe just, you know, give up and let them go.
人は生き返らない。彼らは結局残像よ。もしあんたが町の住民をあんな姿に変えたとして、それは果たして天国と言えるの？
人は生き返らない。つまりあなたの目に彼らは人として映っている。
I mean, yeah, I kind of saw them in the human form and the tacit Discord form.
なら人を生き返らせることができない根拠は？
Your goal is the one that Fraxidus gave you. I mean, you're kind of being used here.
かりそめのテリスの姿を見て、あんたは本当に人が生き返ると思ったの？
少なくともフラクトシデスは私に可能性を示してくれた。たとえ彼らには別の目的があったとしても、互いを利用する関係だったとしても、私はいとわない。一歩一歩着実に進んでいくために足を進めるだけ。そこに大きな代償が必要だとしても、
I think someone genuinely like needs to find a therapist for her, because Phrolova, this is not how you deal with loss.
友情、同情、誠意、信頼。あなたと仲間の信頼関係はフラクトシデスにとって子供の
This is what we call crashing out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, no matter how much she tries, she's never gonna actually bring them back to life. She's just gonna continue, you know, suffering for however many more centuries. So it's way healthier for her to just like give up now and let them go.
どれほど深く他人を信頼して出会いを望みながら辛抱強く十字路で待っていたとしても、その人はとっくにかつて交わした約束を忘れているかもしれない。
To be fair, Phrolova, we kind of forgot absolutely everyone, including ourselves. We woke up with no memories, however long ago that was. And we also told her when we first met that we've started over. We meant it literally. Yeah, you waited for a person with no memories.
もう待てない。私はすべての思い出を糸で紡ぎ、彼らの天国を織りなす。
At the same time, though, isn't it kind of unreasonable to like wait for centuries for someone you met one singular time? It was just a random encounter with someone. You shouldn't have expected to actually see them again.
そんな言葉があなたの口から聞けるなんて面白い冗談ね。長い人生だけじゃない。
You know, guys, if you met someone on the streets, had a long conversation with them, and then they said that they would see you again, would you actually wait for them? I don't think so. I really don't think that you'd expect to see a stranger ever again. No matter like how nice the encounter was, it's a bit much to wait for that long for someone you barely know.
人生を反映している絆と感情は人の短くも脆い一生の中で 最も輝かしい光でもあり、 一番の宝物でもあるわ。
Is this doomed Yuri? Hard to say. I think yes, but even if it's not doomed Yuri, it's still doomed in one way or another.
どれほど冷酷な心境、どれほど狂った状況、どれほど困難な目標があれば全てを忘れることができるの。あなたこそ深みにはまっているわ。もしかしたら私以上の執念ね。無限に続く時間の中で完全な永遠を作ることで世界を新たにするという執念を。
I kind of feel bad for Phrolova in this situation, even if, you know, her waiting this long was unreasonable. Because it's not even the first time that Rover has left them waiting for an extremely long time, just to not remember them. You know, just leaving an impact, changing lives, kind of, and then not even remembering who the person is. I feel like if we saw Phrolova even like one more time, she would have turned out way different.
あんたは人の命の価値を理解していない。
あなたこそ死の概念にとらわれて今も彫刻には至っていないでしょ。
Our cooperation ends here. To be fair, like I said before, the only reason we were cooperating was because of Phrolova's injuries. And now that she's recovered, you know, it was gonna end anyway. Oh wow, maybe I'm interested in Lua? Hell yeah. I think everyone should be interested in Wuthering Waves. It's so good.
これが私たちの終章ね。
Alright, time to fight over the gem. Because, I mean, we can't really just let her keep it. Phrolova is so cute. For real. I love her design so much. Oh, hi, Abby. Abby, you've kind of failed. Please tell me she's playable. She is. Her banner, like, her rerun did already end, but once she's back, you can, of course, get her. That is also my goal, to get her when she comes again, like, when she comes back yet again. I am so determined to get Phrolova at some point. I just keep missing out on her. But yeah, don't worry, she is playable. And she has her violin again. I wonder, I'm starting about pulling on her and leave. Oh my god. I'm sure there's gonna be like plenty of other characters you'll become attached to. So start for Phrolova, continue for everyone else. I know this is probably supposed to be a touching scene, but it's kind of creepy watching everyone just like approaching her like that without even having a proper form. But yeah, someone please get her to therapy. She desperately needs it.
Fenrico が言っていた天国とは一体何だろう。リナシータの魂を救う。もしかすると彼は異変の原因を暗示していた。
Believe it or not, guys, even though we just fought Fenrico, I got like so focused on the Phrolova stuff that I kind of forgot he was still here.
聞こえた。 彼らのささやきが
Oh, his skin's back to normal. That's good, I guess.
私は受け入れなければならないのだ。
Actually, no, we need to see his full face to know if there's still anything left on the other side.
間もなく人々をすべ
Because his skin did not look good earlier.
黒い波の下に沈める力を得るだろう。
Fenrico?
宝石は最も大事な部分ではなかった。偽りのパレードパラダイスは長い平和を作り上げ、真の災いの源を覆い隠す。
Yeah, what are you going to do, sir?
私はここに残る。
Okay.
好みで
So we never have to see you again? That sounds great.
今の私にははっきりとそれを感じることができる。ラグーナの天国は動いていないが、
Whether he's changed or not after all of this, I don't care. I hope we don't have to deal with him again for a very long time.
私の力はあそこまで届かない。あなたが自ら向かって解決しなければならないのだ。それが信仰をとうに失った人たちの場所を守る唯一の方法。
Free statue? I don't know. That was definitely something. Hi, Abby. I swear to God, if Abby starts demanding food, I'm gonna go insane.
さっき急に現れたあの扉、マジでムカついたぞ。我をすっげえ遠い実験室、なんとか戻ってこられたけど。それでどうなったんだ？うまくいったのか？
Exhausting, traumatic. To be fair, Abby is missing a ton of context. They barely know anything that happened. The Fraxis got away with the gem.
じゃあどうする？って追いかけるしかないよな。
I mean, at least Abby's still like focused on this stuff instead of, you know, replenishing energy by draining her wallet. But yeah, now's not the time to track them down. There's something more important.
なんだ？
宝石を探す前にリナシータの異変の大元を突き止めよう。パレードパラダイス。有力な手がかりがおそらくそこにある。フラクトシレスが宝石を奪った理由もこれと関係しているはず。直接セブンヒルズへ行って解決策を探すしかない。もしかしたらあの総督と話をすることになるけど。
ああ、そうか。わかった。それで今すぐ行くのか？
We still have to help. Yeah, we still have to tie up loose ends here. I can't read. Oh my god. Yeah, we still have to tie up loose ends. Okay, so we have some traces of Phrolova over here. Once I dreamt that we were dear to each other. I woke to find that we were strangers. I mean, to be fair, you guys literally were strangers. You met one singular time. See, seeing them like this is definitely so much better than what she was trying to do. Because they're not actually back, but I don't know, the interactions feel a bit more natural than how they would have been before. You know, kind of like a proper send-off, I guess, just because of how Triss disappeared. Alright, so we finally completed that quest. Going from Rover to immediately Carlotta with her, you know, her gem hair was so different. Alright, it's time to head to Solace Tavern. Search map. So where is that? What is... Not gonna question that. Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's deal with everything that's still happening in Septimond. Why am I suddenly Cantarella instead of Carlotta? There we go. Is it time for Abby to drain her wallet and consume all food inside? That's something that I like always expect to happen when we see Abby. Cause all they ever do is eat. Well, eat and sleep. That's about it. Oh, yep, there's a ton of food here. And I'm assuming at least 90% of it is for Abby. A hot meal should warm you right up. Just, you know, try not to eat everything all at once. They're bringing more food? Yeah, I was right. There goes our wallet. Actually, looking at the table now, it's actually not all that much food for Abby. They could definitely eat like 10 times as much. Good question. I also want to know the answer to that, because otherwise we're kind of doomed. Okay. Okay, nice. So we can actually afford to deal with Abby's eating habits. What am I looking at? What the heck? I don't know how I just noticed that, but okay. Guys, there appears to be a gladiator in our drink. I really feel like Abby's gonna keep requesting more food. Also, I still can't take that stupid gladiator in the drink seriously. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's literally just a dude in our drink. I feel like if we stick around for too long, Septimond is gonna go broke. Or at the very least, Augusta's gonna go broke.
するぞ。
アブ、インペラトルは私たちに何を残したと思う？カルテジアが言うには、残りの情報は
This looks so gloomy.
ヒルズのサングイス
I mean, it is rainy, but it definitely makes the place look even more gloomy.
ゴールまで残り一歩のところで立ち止まることに。
焦らなくてもいいと思うぞ。セブンヒルズまで戻ってきたじゃないか。前にルパが言ってたな。サングイス狩猟大地の上空には黒潮雲がずっと存在してるんだろ。それで高潮が来るとき、グラディエーターはみんなで大地の残像を狩りに行くって。あれ、確かもうすぐ高潮が来るんじゃなかったか？この前総督が招待状を送ってきたような。一緒にまあそういえば今日は総督と会うんだよな。
朝、死者から連絡が来たんだけど。
Okay, I was about to say, if we're actually supposed to meet her today, then definitely don't have time to spend letting Abby eat everything in sight.
予想外の変化。少し嫌な予感がする。そもそもどうしてオーガスタは私を狩りに誘った？前に死者に聞いてみたら、闘技大会と関係しているからと言われたけど、私以外の参加者は誘われなかったらしい。
お前の腕を見込んで勝負がしたくなったんじゃないのか？セブンヒルズ人はみんな
I don't think that's it, Abby.
それならそれでいいとして。数回しか会ってないけど、そう単純な人には見えなかった。
Yeah, exactly. If she like invited us just to test our strengths, that would make no sense, considering what we know about her, which to be fair isn't very much, but
いくら
yeah.
総督とはいえ、好き勝手していいのかな。
異教から訪れし友よ、あなたは澄んだ両目をお持ちのようで。
Hello, person.
抱く憂いが青空のごとく明るい瞳に暗い影を。
Who are you? And why are you just approaching us like this? Also, are your eyes okay? Dude seems to be like bleeding from underneath the whatever that's called. I already forgot.
もしや王の座にお見えのかの人を気にかけて。
The word like slipped my mind. Regardless, who is this guy?
総督府の青白い石壁の影の下には暗く怪しい無数の秘密が埋葬されています。権力の奪い合いに関する部分は特に複雑に絡み合っています。総督のように敬愛すべき純粋な人でさえ、時には厳しい手段を取らなくてはいけなかったでしょう。少なくとも鉄と血によってできているセブンヒルズ城で王の座に就こうとする者は、自ら死地に赴く羊と変わりありませんから。
Yeah, exactly. Who are you? At least give us your name before talking to us. We just had this random guy approaching us out of nowhere. Nestor, okay. But what's your reason for approaching us?
今の季節、セブンヒルズの雨はそうそう止みません。ならば、総督のことが気にな
Why
る
are we just accepting a conversation with this random guy?
闘技大会のチャンピオンの力になれるのなら、私にとってこの上なく光栄です。
なんでお前こいつがチャンピオンだって分かったんだ？ 総督のことも。
Abby, I think it'd be really weird if they didn't know that we were the champion, considering it was like this huge event. Pretty much everyone should know who won.
その目、さっきの会話を聞いてたのか？
見ること、聞くことだけが観察する方法とは限りません。五感とは人々が慣習にのっとった自然な選択ですが、唯一のやり方ではないのです。実は最近、英雄のシーカを描くためのインスピレーションを集めているところでして、今作の主人公はセブンヒルズの現総督オーガスタです。総督に関することなら多少の知識はお話しできるでしょう。
The mention of the protagonist stuff just makes me think of the Lupa stuff. Because everything was like centered around the protagonist, of course, and she was protagonist of that part of this and had her identity stolen. Or her role taken away from her.
そう遠くない未来で、あなたは彼女の物語に加わると。
Hopefully this is actually just some random poets, but I don't know, something's kind of off considering the past events. Oh well. Go ahead and tell me about Augusta.
Augusta は田舎出身のどこにでもいる女の子でした。凡庸な才能しか持たない共鳴者。貴族の庇護を受けていない庶民。そんな彼女は狼が群れをなすようなセブンヒルズ城でどのように光り輝く道を切り開いたのか。今は光り輝いている星もかつては宇宙を漂う。
Were we just getting contacted by... Okay, yeah, we were. It's kind of funny when we get contacted by her while playing as her. Dear guest from afar, do follow me to the near-forgotten stories of Augusta. But simply telling it might be a bit dull. What are you trying to do? What methods do you have in mind? Yeah, what are you trying to do? It's kind of cool. Perhaps having the listener become the protagonist of such stories might be a good option. They should add a more immersive touch to the sounds and images you've yet to hear and see. Okay. At this moment, you are Augusta. You shall relive her past, face the same choices she once made. Thus, please forget your name for now. Are we role-playing? I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Of course, Augusta's story is already written. No matter what choices you'd make, they will not alter our reality. Yet be wary. Fate is fickle, and a misstep can lead to a swift end. Weigh your choices carefully. Her past decisions may not have always been the best. I understand. Yeah, I understand. Well then, let the story begin. Set aside the complex thoughts and let me sing the epic of a young girl, Augusta. I am Augusta. Hell yeah. We get to be someone super cool, guys. A gentle warm light begins to blur your vision and you slowly close your eyes. When it clears, a small frightened girl clutching a sword stands amidst the ruins. A group of swollen Centimonian gladiators stand guard around her. Naked, are you alone? Don't be afraid. We know what the Dark Tide did to your home and we're here to help. Timidly observe the man in front of you. Boldly observe the man in front of you. Let's boldly observe. Different choices change the corresponding stats value. Okay. You must be hungry. Here, this should be enough to keep you from starving for now. Take the food offered by the gladiator, or refuse the food offered by the gladiator. What do you think, guys? Should we accept it or decline it? This is so cool, though. I'm definitely enjoying this. I want to refuse, but since we're doomed, let's eat. Sounds good. We can take you to Septimont City. It's not safe here. We don't know when the next disaster will strike. Staring at these ruins won't change anything. Even if you rebuild these walls 1,000 times, they'll never hold against the dark tide. You don't have the strength to stop it. Bring your sword and come with us. Grip your sword with determination, or let go of your sword. Let's grip our sword with determination. You know, like, spoken like a true, well, acted like a true gladiator? I don't know. The gladiators shake their heads and pat your shoulder. Follow them, or look back at the ruined village. Yeah, I guess follow them. Because like you said, no, we're doomed anyway. Remember to maintain a stats balance. The story ends if a stat drops to 0. A story chapter is complete once the corresponding goals are met. Alright. In the end, you chose to leave the village. The gladiator's words revealed a bitter truth. You lack the strength to protect the home you were leaving behind. In your travels, you engage the gladiators, or stay quiet. I guess we could stay quiet. Oh, never mind. That was a bad choice. But, I mean, we don't know these people. We kind of need some time to process what happened. I feel like staying quiet should have been fine. Oh well. Following the gladiators, you arrive in the city of Septimont by ship. You wave them goodbye after arriving at the central square. Meanwhile, you notice the square is crowded with citizens. Remain quiet and anxious. Show your awe of the city. Let's show our awe of the city. A poster for the gladiators' agon is pinned to a wooden board. The air is filled with heated chatter about the upcoming match. Draw closer to the crowd, or the gathering people push you towards the crowd. Well, let's just draw closer. You must know, Septimont reveres strength. Here, only the victor reigns. That is a law older than the city itself. You notice the passion-filled eyes of the Septimontian. You notice the disdain in the eyes of the Septimontian. Okay guys, what do we want to notice? The passion or the disdain? Disdain? Alright. Eat or be eaten. Such is the way of the city. To survive, you'll have to find your bite and seize the crown with your own teeth. We're going to speedrun death? Okay. You can't stop thinking about that conversation. You realize that gladiators are the very symbol of strength in Septimont. If there's a way to dominate the arena, maybe you'll find the strength you're looking for. Tear on that poster and walk with the crowd, or quietly leave the crowd. This one affects 3 different stats. And this one just affects our strength. I feel like our strength will probably go down just from leaving. But I also feel like it'd be rude to just tear down a poster. What do I want to go with? So do we want to be rude and tear down a poster, or do we want to just quietly walk away? I mean, we also did just get here. I feel like people would be very confused to see this child, like, tearing down a poster. I kind of want to go with that. Tear down the poster and walk away from the crowd. Okay, the heart went down, but it's fine. As you leave, you notice that 3 swords stand on the incessant chatter. Identity, status, and talent. They seem to be an essential part of gladiating. There are always those commoners who view the agon as mere boring displays of butchery, but hardly entertained by the sight of rats shrieking in the dirt. What we crave is true magnificence, a warrior who can make roses bloom from blood. Want to bet how many mangy rats are going to try for the agon this year? And them their sin should be sticking out the place. You're slightly concerned about your status and talents. Ignore their words. Let's go ahead and ignore their words. It's not going to affect us anyway. All we have to do is prove our strength. You are determined to step onto the arena. The rules demand immense right at your back. Someone to keep death from claiming on the first day, and perhaps even teach you to see the fight through to the end. After hitting several dead ends, you eventually come across Kato. Kato is I can't speak, oh my god. Kato is a retired gladiator star, but takes on a few proteges. Alright. So you want to join the Agon, you say? Why don't you start by telling me a little about yourself? You recall a discussion about gladiators, identity, status, and talents. People in the city of Septimon seem to value these more than anything. You choose to speak honestly about your past or lie about your past. Let's speak honestly. The dark tide took your home and you came to Septimon seeking strength. Is that so? You've got some metal, but that's not gonna cut it here. Go home. People like you always show up with nothing but fancy dreams, only to see them crushed and trampled. I've seen enough of idiots like you. Stay silent or try to argue. What would be the better choice here? Because, I mean, we are trying to prove our strength and, like, prove that we have what it takes. And I feel like if we try to argue, we might be, you know, proving him right. Or, I don't know, like, how do I phrase this? I feel like if we're seen as too defensive, that'd be a pretty bad thing. Meanwhile, staying silent, it could potentially show our resolve. I'm gonna go ahead and stay silent and see what that does. Okay, strength went down, but the crown went up. What now? Still here, are you? You think your stubbornness will change my mind? Pathetic. Tighten your grip on the sword, or look Kato straight in the eye. Let's go ahead and look him straight in the eye. Alright then, let's have a duel. Land one strike and you win. If you manage that, I'll teach you how to be a true gladiator. This duel here is your entrance trial. Accept the duel after great deliberation, or accept the duel without hesitation. You know what? No hesitation. I feel like that is the gladiator way. Blades meet in a sharp clash. Kato moves with practiced ease. You're quickly defeated. Well, yeah, that's kind of to be expected. Strengthless. Do you realize how weak you are? Which is why I want to become a gladiator, which is why I'm seeking power. Yeah, this is kind of why we're seeking power. Because we were already frustrated that we couldn't protect our own home. Do you really know who you're fighting against? Can you really best me? You can't. Now, how do you plan to end this? Give up? Or challenge him again the next day? Guys, clearly we have to keep challenging him until we win. It'll probably take a very long time, but it'll show a resolve at the very least. And of course, by constantly challenging him, we're gonna keep learning his battle style, so clearly that is the way to go. Back for round 2, are we? Country rats like you sure are pestering the city folks. I can't read, oh my god. Country rats like you sure are as pestering as the city folks say you are, huh? Defend or attack? Let's go ahead and defend. Just like last time, you aren't much of a challenge to Kato. You were swiftly beaten once again. Go back. This is not your path. I am not going to give up yet, guys. We're gonna keep challenging him until the very end. Too slow, too weak. Your foolish spring— I can't read, oh my god. Your foolish swings only bring smiles to your enemies. Then I'll be stronger, or then I'll be faster. We're just gonna keep getting stronger. Is that your best? How naive. Well, I guess a rat that lives in the dark is never meant for the sun. Checkmate, you've lost. And of course, challenge him again. Still not ready to give up? Why don't you sell your sword? It'll get you some food at least. And continue challenging him. You stand before Kato again, dragging your exhausted body nearly at your limits. I can still fight. I'm about to collapse. Saying that we're about to collapse is like admitting defeat. So I can still fight. Sure, our strength went down, but we have to be resilient, guys. The wind swept up by the blade whispers past, and you're suddenly home. Soft sunlight cascades on the great oak leaves, and you hear your friend's laughter, your parents' gentle calls. But in the very next breath, a bone-deep chill engulfs you. That touch, you know it all too well. Thoughts race across your mind, and your hand instinctively gripped the sword hilts. I won't surrender. I can't stop here. I won't surrender, guys. You seize the opening and land a hit on Kato. Finally. Kato hands you his sword and turns to leave. Call out to him or catch his sword. It's rather heavy. I mean, if we call out to him, there's a chance we could, like, ask him to keep teaching us, right? Why would he just give us his sword and leave? In Septimon's arena, the victor claims the weapon of the defeated, a symbol of conquest. The sword is yours now. Conquest or victor? Which one do we want to go with, victor or conquest? I mean, either way, they affect the same two stats. Victor? Okay. If you're determined to bite off that crown, do not fall before you get there. Augusta. That's your name, isn't it? Yes, I am Augusta. The moment you step into the arena, you'll lose this name. The spectators may brand you with a number, a symbol, or even the name of some wild beast. I have no other choice. I am prepared. Yep, I am prepared, guys. And only the last one standing has the right to proclaim their true name. Okay. So we just have to get strong enough to keep our name. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I'll make the crowd cheer. I'll make them know my true name. Yep, we're gonna make them know our name. Training starts tomorrow, 6 sharp, right here. Alright. Epic of the Blazing Sun, Chapter 1. New arrival in the big city. Alright, so we've completed Chapter 1. This is so fun. I'm actually loving going through the story like this. I feel like more games need to do that.
ようやく勝利を得る。拙いやり方ですね。辛抱強いと言いますか、強情と言いますか。ただ、すべてを失った少女にとって唯一の選択肢だったのかもしれません。何せ頼れるのは自分自身と握りしめた剣だけですから。しかし、英雄女子誌の始まりにしてはありきたりの序章ではありますね。悲鳴が発生してからソラリスの焦土では似たような物語を数多く見てきました。
Guys, I get the feeling those fires aren't where they're supposed to be. You know, just a small feeling, considering they're on nothing. At least, we haven't gotten the giant text saying text today. So Noya, you weren't sure when it happened, but last stream, and I think even the stream before that, anytime we're like holding something that was supposed to be part of the story, it would just have like this giant text saying text over it. It was kind of funny, but also so distracting. So I think I'd much rather deal with the fire that isn't where it's supposed to be.
この時代に生きる人々がただならぬ偉業を成し遂げていることは否定しません。もっとも序章が優れているからといってその物語が素晴らしいとも限らないのですが、勇気、栄光、崇高、歴史という石碑に刻まれたこれらの朽ちぬものはいきなり天から降ってくるものではありません。時には糸のように軽く、時には風のようにつかみどころなく、ひっそりと運命の十字路を通り抜けるも、取るに足らない選択の連続は止まらないでしょう。
あれ
What's up, Abby?
ちょっと変な感じがするぞ。この詩人が言ってる大柄
everyone has to start somewhere.
我らがコロッセオで見た総督とは別人のように感じないか？
故郷を離れた少女が力という答えを求めるためにカンピドーノの頂に座すトワの城まで来ました。
I'm kind of surprised Abby is willing to just like sit here and listen instead of eating. Actually, never mind. Considering that I'm watching waterfall in the pizza, I don't think I'd want to eat it either.
あの時は今日という日が来るなど 誰も予想していなかったのでしょう。
No, there might be one.
加藤です
Yep,
か？
Kato.
加藤は最後わざと彼女に負けたと。すると厳しい言葉の数々はオーガスタの闘志を沸かせるためにあえて言ったのでしょうか。
Maybe he had long grown tired of that corrupt system.
なるほど。加藤も理想を抱いていたのですね。何の資質も感じない女の子を信じてしまうようですから。では疑問を胸に抱きながら続きを見るとしましょう。
Guys, look who's sitting over there. I don't know if she was there before because I didn't pay attention to the background at that time, but hello. Hi, Kartathia. Why is she just sitting over here eating a pizza by herself? Oh well. I'm not gonna get too close in case it throws me into dialogue, so let's go ahead and continue chatting with Nestor and learn about the F4 story. Are you ready to listen to the epic of the blazing sun? Absolutely. Okay, we need 100 willpower. Sounds good. Dawn breaks with a pale glow. A month has already passed under Kato's trading. Trading? Oh my god, training. And today, the grind continues. Stick to the training schedule. A little rest won't hurt, I'll go later. Absolutely not. We have to keep training. You arrive at the training site. Repeating the same moves over and over again has become to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to stay focused and keep your own training, or peek into their training. Nope, stay focused. You have to master one thing before you can move on to the next thing. You reflect on your training. It is always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over. Hello, I'm alive again. There was a knock at my door. Right, endure and push through. And give in to sadness. Absolutely not. We're training our willpower. There's no way we're gonna give up on anything ever. Days slip by and the gladiator's agon draws near. Today, Kato will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Training ends today. Is this the graduation ceremony? Yeah, is this the graduation ceremony? Either way, it doesn't affect anything, so our option, like, whatever we pick doesn't matter. Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You are unsure of what to say? You already know the answer. Yeah, we know the answer. Your deal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze and he reads the answer in your eyes. I remember my true ambition. Offer Kato your thanks. Yep, thanks Kato. Thank you for teaching us. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You remember Kato's words from when this all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll try to conquer their hearts and win their applause even without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that day? I very much look forward to it. I will make it happen. Yep, you can't just look forward to it. You actually have to work to make it happen. You're aware that sponsors for the Gladiators Agon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants. Figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. These are all top-of-the-line merchandise that got here. Care to have a look? I guess. Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. Volunteer yourself or take a step forward. Let's take a step forward. The audience casts their eyes in your direction. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Visions of your home's ruin flash within your mind. Glimpses of the noble's lavish lifestyle flicker through. Let's see. Let's just keep thinking of our home. Or not. These laughs. So they really did have a hand in that disaster. The dark tide alone did not destroy your home. The rotten high places also played a part in your home's ruin. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued their life in indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve the desires. Silently, you swore to shatter at these rules. A fire of anger ignites in your chest. Yeah, we're gonna shatter these rules. Well, a village girl with such unremarkable forte dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septimon had a joke this amusing. Show them your sword. Try and you'll see. Yep, try and you'll see. What can you offer? Prance around like a circus clown screaming for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? Don't underestimate me, I never disappoint. Yeah, don't underestimate me. Anyone interested in this one? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You bear a small anticipation that someone will pick you. You give the nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. Entertainment, you say? In Septimont, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. Okay, at least there's someone who believes in her. You turn your view towards the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old school noble walks down from the sands towards you. He smells of rotten stench. It's unlike the smell of rats as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. You find the old school noble, silently clench your fist. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stay in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them and we may speak further. Brave young lady. Okay. So we've completed chapter 2, gladiator training. I keep saying trading instead of training. But yes, we completed gladiator training. You accept the noble's trials. The trials is too fine a word for something intended only to break you. The trial grounds. Okay, that's our only option, of course. And for this one, we need to get 2 of them up. 50 reputation and 100 willpower. Outside the walls of Septimont City lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. Returning home, you can't help but feel sentimental. It's not different from the home you remember. They say a ferocious lion beast crushed by the dark tide prowls deep within a cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all your equipment but a dull sword. I have no choice but to accept. A dull sword is more than enough. Yeah, it's more than enough. We have to prove our strength anyway. The mountain trail winds like a serpent. Among the charred tree stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave revealed itself, breathing death. Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses down upon you. Try to break free. Who are you? Yeah, we're totally gonna question the thing that's pounced on us. No, we're gonna try to break free. Our reputation went down, but oh well. Oh, hello. Get down. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Hold your breath while you alert it. Struggle, or do as he says. I mean, he is trying to help us, so I guess we can do as he says for now. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then, a massive beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Keep your head down, secretly stare at it. I'm gonna stare at it. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him the beast didn't notice you. Going by those clothes, you're Septimont the Gladiator, huh? I used to be just like you. Looks like big match got tossed up at the nobles and ended up like this. We're nothing but their playthings. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such reality. Ask the hunter what you should do. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask what we should do. Only a madman would go after that lion. I know what I'm doing. I have my reasons. Yep, we have our reasons. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. See, at least we're not being reckless here. Not just immediately charging the battle against something that could easily defeat us. After a few days, you've managed to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Thus, you march towards the deep cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then, a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mane, while claws-like sides tear wounds in the earth. Maintain distance and swing your sword. Draw your sword and strike the lion beast. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just strike it. Sure, our health went down, but it's okay. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to dodge an attack and search for weak points. Quickly analyze the cave's environment. Yep, let's analyze the environment. Just before the lion beast pounces at you, you slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. It stills the fight, it's not over yet. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodge forces I can't read, oh my god. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodge forces the claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull, and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Okay. Guess using the environment is one way to do it. Finally. Yeah, using the environment is one way to do it. The trail has ended, and you drag your exhausted body towards the stream. Clear water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hands in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter, and the fish vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. Are they afraid of me? Are they afraid of my power? Yep, are they afraid of my power? The critter's panic plunges into I can't read, oh my god. Let me try that again. The critter's panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize the power can instill fear. You're still somewhat shaken. You desire more power. Okay, what do we want to pick here? Are we shaken or do we want more power? Before we pick, let me go ahead and stretch real quick. Power, we're evil? Okay. Yep, let's desire more power. With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes a second trial upon you. What is it this time? I know full well the next one won't be easy. As long as we're prepared, it's fine. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl, that all the warriors of Septimont have 2 lives. Kato seemed to mention this before. 2 lives? One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a glider's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Yes, prove to me that you are worthy of standing in the arena. Terms discussed as you wait to accept or calmly accept. Let's calmly accept. To get the admission pass for the Agon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Septimons. As your reputation grows, so do the spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see you when you fall. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How would she even carry those swords? Ignore their comments. Focus on the opponents before you. We can't really afford to get distracted. You've grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. Suppress your desire to kill. Okay, suppress your desire to kill or spare the opponents. Either way, they're being spared. Let's wait for the next challenger. One by one, the gladiators you challenge grow in numbers. Those you defeated kneel before you, offering their swords symbolizing their honor with both hands. Slowly plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Raise the opponent's sword. Let's just place it into we'll plant it into the ground. There we go. Even in Septimon, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You've targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Agon from one of the noble houses. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the largest sponsor of the Agon. Power, wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. So what? Or indeed. Yeah, so what? The housebound Victor comes to you with an offer. A perfect job and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. Guys, I can't read. Take the offer? Obviously not. Proof the contract. We're not gonna accept any bribes. You reject the bribe without a second thought. Humiliated, the noble servant spits curses in your face. Respond calmly. Say nothing. Avoid any altercations. Let's go ahead and respond calmly. You ignorant country peasant, do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Then you shall suffer for your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity as you won't be getting any. Ignore the servants. Add the ski on beside the servants. Let's see. Let's go ahead and eye them. The skin silences the railing servant and tears up the contract. Let's go. There's no point in talking nonsense into an ignorant fool. And again, I'd appreciate it if you don't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you, following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures. They attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. Retaliate with the same insults. You feel nothing. We're not gonna stoop to their level. We're not just gonna like fall for their provocation. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility as the stake. You remember well the haughty look he wore but a few days prior. But the noble wields only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak and confident Skion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Oh my god, he's focused on having a pretty helmet? Okay. Approach the noble seats. Stare at the watching nobles with contempt. Yeah, let's stare at them. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your guild lies shatter before real strength. Toss the helmet back. Step on his helmet. Yeah, let's step on his helmet. I mean, he was way too cocky. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now, only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators' long feared your reputation dare not challenge you except one. Aridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with a powerful forte. He is undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talents no longer matter to me. A sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Yep. Let's go with that one. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Aridel, you arrive as promised. Even the old school noble is present this time. As always, spectators crowd the arena. I'll just take note of the noble that, put this challenge on us. Your opponent's towering physique dwarfs yours, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Aridel's armor is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. Keep calm, anger brews within you. Let's just keep calm. You then shift your pace, luring Aridel into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose, his reaction sluggish. See this opportunity? Now's the chance. Your sword stops just before the neck of Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. We're just being told to stab? Okay. Is that so? What? Right here? Now? I think no matter what, this would keep going down. Ardal closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victory is already mine. Let's leave it there. This one will mess with two of our things, but I feel like we'll just accept our victory. In front of everyone's watchful eye, you only take Ardal's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel a sense of relief. You feel people's gaze. Let's just ignore their gaze. We didn't kill someone. We have enough common sense to not murder a person. Leave the chairs behind you. Look back at the crowd and wave. Let's just leave the chairs behind us. The next day, you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Ardal is merely made of Septimontian flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. Power beyond any Septimontian. I'm ready for the third trial. Obviously we're ready, guys. We've made it this far. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Arsinosa. This impossible feat. He never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Arsinosa. It has never tasted defeat. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach. The last wall of Septimons. But I have no reason to yield. I accept. Yep, I accept. We're here to prove our strength anyway. It kind of sucks to back down now. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septimons, Arsinosa. Alright. Completed the impossible trial. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. Hug it gently, cut it down, and leave the past behind. We're proving our strength. Why would we just hug a training post? No, do you want us to hug it or cut it down? Hug? It sounds funnier? Okay. Well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength can be destructive. Yeah, it can be destructive. Strength means conquest, such as humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I will call your name for all to hear. I will not stop here. No matter what, we are going to win this battle. I mean, obviously we appreciate his support, because he's the only reason we made it this far, but... you know, we have to be confident that we can get past this. Back in your room, you stare blankly at your stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest. Oh. Hold on, let me deal with my alarm. To anyone who got jump scared, I apologize. As always, we have to hear that during every stream. There we go. These trophies symbolize your strength and conquest, but how you show them to the world. You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Now, you decide to try the same path and stand before the smithy. So we're gonna fuse 100 swords with our sword. Okay. Gaze at the flying sparks from the blacksmith's forge. Stop us at the blacksmith's forge. Yeah, let's go ahead and gaze at the sparks. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you still seek to do this with power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith's hammer rise and fall, a seeming impractical idea emerges. In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Okay, see, we actually managed to do this on our own. That's cool. Feel the power, and grip the heavy sword in your hand. Yep, let's grip our sword. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but a seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire in Hammer's wings. The day of the trial has finally arrived. You walk through the arena's center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horns blare from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Survey your surroundings, take a deep breath. Let's go ahead and survey our surroundings. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The noble's banners flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the sunlight around you. Arsinosa appears. Arsinosa's mountainous size catches your eye. It's a slight ring in your ears. Yeah, we're gonna take note of the size. I mean, we are challenging the guardian of the entire city. It's awake, a noble shrieks. Arsinosa stands I can't read, oh my god. Arsinosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly, its eyes open, coldly watching you. Focus and stay alert. Rest your hand on the hilt. Let's focus and stay alert. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth of your left shoulder. Take the initiative. Take up a defensive stance. Let's go ahead and take up a defensive stance. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood in your lips and tongue. Ignore the pain and tend to the wound later. Quickly patch yourself up. We'll just tend to it later. We don't really have the time to patch ourselves up during battle. Her second attack comes without warning. You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paws. This strike shall be my all. Recall your encounters from previous battles. Yeah, we need to use our experience. Or not. You manage to withstand Arsinosa's fierce attack, and at the moment it withdraws, seize the opportunity to thrust your blade into the ancient crack in its right foreleg. Golden blood spills the arena. Steady your breath. Look up at Arsinosa. Arsinosa ceases her attack, her mane brushing against your bloodstained face before she lowers her head. The arena shakes with applause. You hear the crowd chant your name in honor. I've gained the lioness's blessing. I've passed the final trial. The voices, they're... Listen to the waves of cheers. Okay, there's only one. A wise and noble Arsinosa, the mighty guardian of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arsinosa. Right, our only option. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire of humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause, the Septimontians salute me as I advance. O sun and moon, witness this extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsinosa's blessing, you've been granted a privilege. They're all bowing to me. You're crowned the champion without the great Agon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered the I can't read, oh my god, why am I struggling today? Nevertheless, you've already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's gaze, glory now bows at your feet. At last, you stand atop the summit, the champion. Only now, with battle fire cooling your veins, your wounds raise their voices in protest. Yeah, I guess it's finally time to tend to our wounds. You shatter the decaying order with strength. And through strength, you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiator's valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forth, your sword, your honor, your 2 lives, shall serve Septimont. At the summit of Septimont, the spectators cheer you on, and the story concludes with a happy ending.
長いとも言えないシーカですが、最初の形ができましたね。総督について私が知っている情報はこれが全てになります。聴衆としてこの物語はいかがでしたか？
I enjoyed it. Nothing special. I still don't know the F4 enough. Yeah, despite all of that, we still don't really know her enough. I mean, it was a very enjoyable story. I liked it a lot. And I hope that we continue to get stuff like this in the future.
シーカで伝えられる内容は一部です。人や物事の真実は文字だけでは伝えきれません。それに英雄女子誌の主人公ではない私には傍観者の視点でしか語れないのです。過去の出来事も当事者の心境も多少の真似ができたところで再現には至りません。助言とは呼べないかもしれませんが、アドバイスがあります。真実を知りたくば物語の一部となるのです。今なら良いタイミングがあるでしょう。先ほども言ったように、オーガスタやセブンヒルズの英雄たちの詩編は新たなページが始まったばかりです。
You seem to know exactly what I'm about to do. Yeah, why do you know so much?
そう難しくはありません。
I mean, this dude's supposed to be, you know, just a traveling poet. Why does he know so much about us?
あなたが向かう先はこれまで辿ってきた道によってすでに決まっているのですから。
And now that the storytelling is over, the rain has stopped. Okay, I guess the rain was just there to set the scene for the mysterious encounter.
そろそろ別れを告げなくてはなりません。失礼ですが、その前に一つ質問を。セブンヒルズの権力の頂に立つオーガスタを王たらしめているものは何だと思いますか？彼女が頼っているものは果たして何なのでしょ
う？力じゃないのか？力がなければオーガスタは試練を通過できなかったはずだろう。
Okay, but strength alone isn't enough to make someone fit to be a ruler. You could have a strong but super corrupt person as a leader. It was strength of conquest, it was her unyielding resolve, it was born from the hardship of its past, I don't know. It is kind of different for each person, so even like with going through that story, there's really no way for us to know for sure. So I'm gonna go with I don't know, because it could be all of these combined. Strength and conquest, resolve, and the hardship of the past. Because everything did start from the hardship, and she was like extremely determined to become strong, so it could just be a combination of all of these and then more. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know.
そう答えを急がずとも構わないでしょう。私の質問を胸に抱いたまま道を歩めばよいのです。すべてが終われば答えはおのずと出てきます。さようなら友よ。ここであったのは運命でもあり偶然でもあります。この短い運命の出会いを終えてしまえば、私が残した痕跡はすべて風にかき消されてしまいます。ですが、あなたの詩編はこれからも続いていくでしょう。
I still think it's kind of weird that he knows so much about us. But you know what? He gave us an entertaining story, so I guess it's whatever. Except for the fact that he's still super suspicious. Yep, there we go. He's completely gone. Although, to be fair, he did say everything about him would be gone with the wind. And it was. The previous day.
総督閣下、甘やかしてはいけません。サトシの女ともあろう者が礼儀知らずに不遜な口を聞くとはけしからん。
そうだ。こちらが呼んだわけでもなければ、許可も得ずに総督府に入ってきよって。総督府の威厳を冒涜しているのか？
はあ、相変わらずだ。諸君よ、サトシの女がまたいだのは総督府の中でも低い敷居だ。あれは総督府の威厳を代表しているわけでも、誰かの脆い自尊心を守っているわけでもない。
See, guys, if even Augusta didn't care about the way that Yuna showed up, then why should they? It's just a doorway. It's not like she, you know, declared that she wanted to take over as a ruler.
くれぐれも忘れてはならん。世の意志、世の権、そして我々の誰にも阻むことができない征服の力こそ総督府の威厳だ。なぜ怯えているか、世は知っている。だが、よく聞け。権力で上辺を飾ることしかできぬ者に情けはかけられない。それを欲するのであれば、影に隠れず勇気を出して資格を世に見せてみよ。
遅いわよ、オーガスタ。
Hey, you know.
元老たちの相手は時間が必要なのだ。
Her voice immediately became so much softer when she was talking to the senators.
だが、今度からは尊いサトシの女様を待たせぬよう元老を放っておくとしようか。好き勝手に言わせておけば、そのうちユーノの偉業はリリベルのばあさんにそのまま伝わるだろうが、それでも良いのだろ。サトシの女ユーノは掟を無視し、勝手に神殿を離れ総督府に侵入したとな。ばあさんというの、どちらが先に起こるのか楽しみだ。
好きにして。あの狐どもが何をしようと。
I mean, to be fair, if she'd actually cared about their words, she wouldn't have acted like that. I feel like anyone who's willing to just barge into place really just doesn't care about others' opinions.
神殿に左足を踏み入れたら、月の弓で左足を射るわ。もちろん、右足なら右足よ。
それには世も賛成だ。たまには元老を注意する必要もある。神殿が優しいからといって、サトシの女ユーノの存在を軽んじてはならん。と。神殿で待っていればよかっただろう。いずれにせよ、手はずは整った。今夜にでも。
I mean, obviously she didn't feel like waiting.
異変があれば、いつでもデバイスで連絡できるだろう。わざわざセブンヒルズ城まで来る必要はどこにも。あの出来事が起こるまで、責任に縛られてほしくはないのだ。
考えすぎよ、オーガスタ。あの人に会いに来ただけだもの。リリベルのおばあちゃんが言ってた。彼女の運命は人知の及ばぬ空白だって。そんなに面白いなら少しでも時間を作って会いに来るものでしょ。
そのためか。残念ながらラグーナからの船は明日の朝に到着する予定だ。その時はおそらく世も言うのも大地にいる。
めんどくさいわね。
気長に待とうじゃないか。漂白者が総督府の招待を受けた以上、狩りで交流する機会はあるだろう。まだ何かあるのか？
リリベルのおばあちゃんの予言の書を読んだわ。今回の狩り、そして私たちの計画。どれもいい結末を迎えるとは言えないわね。それでも続ける気？
I mean, I feel like it's kind of too late to do anything else about it.
リスクがあるからといって悪いものではない。つまりは強い英雄の力が必要となるのだろう。いつから言うのは神殿のやり方を信じるようになったのか？
聞きなさい。セブンヒルズの信仰心なき者よ。皇天の神は怒り狂っている。セブンヒルズの王が再び神の意志に背けば滅びゆく定めにある。最近貴族たちの議論を聞いたわ。ラグーナの昔の予言についてね。
当時ラグーナ人の言葉は確かに驚異的だった。しかし残念ながらセブンヒルズの先祖は船に乗って海を渡ったが、高地に登った時ラグーナの神は船の切符を買わなかった。それにサトシの女たちも言っていた。あの予言は欠けていると。ただならぬ力を持ち、黒き波から誕生した英雄王だけがセブンヒルズを永遠の地にできる。英雄王は荒立つ暗流と波風を落ち着かせ、急を忘れるな。これも予言の一部だ。ファビウス、アティリウス、バレリア、先代の英雄王は何度もセブンヒルズを最悪から救ってきた。英雄たちが今も存在している限り、どんな危機が訪れようと城が覆ることはない。
もし今回だけは例外だとしたら、運命の示す先に破滅が待ってるかもしれないわ。
I'm sure everything is made totally fine. We have Rover here, so surely, like, our presence alone will be enough to change things.
ならば世の剣で最悪の運命を断ち切ろう。
I was thinking it's kind of fun. We get like the 3-hour warning. I mean, it's nice that they're, you know, taking care of their players, but what if people just want to spend like 10 hours straight on the game? This can't possibly backfire. I'm sure it will be fine. Everything will be totally fine.
何笑ってるのよ。
By the way, I really like watching their interactions with each other, because, like, titles aside, it just seems like a conversation between friends. Like, sure, they're having some serious conversations, because, I mean, despite the friendliness, they can't totally overlook their titles, but I don't know, their interactions just seem pretty genuine, in my opinion. I mean, when Augusta first approached Yuno at the beginning of the scene, I did comment on how her voice was like immediately softer than when she was talking to the senators. Just is so much more casual.
まあ、そうか。無理して恐怖心を抑える必要もない。これからは世が一人で行く。尊いサトシの女様は神殿で世の凱旋を待つがいい。
誰が怖がってるって？オーガスタこそまさか私を置いて全部一人で背負う気？
God, I love their interactions.
いいわ。 どうせまた私に泣きついてくるんでしょ。
I feel like Yuno is just like unbothered by pretty much everything.
確かに否定はせん。
やっぱり狩りをするなら私がいないと話にならないのよ。
ユーノ、いつも感謝している。
何よいきなり。
好天の嵐が間もなく訪れるだろう。しかし嵐を迎える最も良い方法は吹き荒れる風に自ら飛び込むことだ。以降言うの、我が親友よ。
Alright, and that gives us a perfect stopping point. But we're not stopping in the middle of a quest this time. That's great. Let me switch to Cantarella because I like her design more. I love that my team is just full of characters that I love the designs of, but in terms of which one I like the most, Cantarella. I love her design so much. But yeah, we managed to complete 2 quests today. Like 2 story quests. I mean, sure, we were like halfway through the other one, but I thought that we'd have to like cut another one short and like ruin the momentum. So I'm very happy that we were able to accomplish everything I wanted to today. You know, even though I tried to learn so much, even just then. But the storytelling part was so fun. I really, really hope that they do something like that again. But yeah, with that, we will go ahead and call it here. I'll be live again tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. CST, 3:30 a.m. GST for our weekly modded Lethal Company session. We are continuing our extremely long run. I don't think it's gonna be ending anytime soon because it's just going insanely well. So I will see you guys then. So, to anyone who's still here, thank you for coming. I've enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next time. Utsu! Bye-bye!